I was 13 and a half years old when I first came to this country. Obviously, my mother brought me here. Seattle, Washington was the first town that I have ever visited out of Honduras. When I was about 14 years old, I spoke a little bit of English since I started going to school as soon as I came in here. And my mother told me to go to downtown Everett so that I can get a Greyhound bus pass so that she can go to Seattle. I took the Everett transit bus to the downtown, which is the final stop in Everett. At least that was what it was back in 1990. And there was three adult black males that kept pulling the stop line, and the bus kept stopping, and they were just laughing and laughing. And so every time they laughed, I look back and I look at them, and they will say, "Hey, what the f are you looking at?" And I'll just turn my head back. But every time they pulled the string to signal stop, I'm an idiot. I kept looking back. Well, I was 14 years old. These were grown men, mid 20s, late 20s, maybe mid 30s. And when I got off at the bus stop, the last final bus stop to go to the Greyhound, they got off at the same time. I guess they were going to the Greyhound bus stop themselves. And they followed me, and I heard, like they were running from behind. And so when I turned around, one of them clobbered me with her forearm, and my neck, make me fall. Now, mind you, I was about 125 pounds back then. And and they kicked me, and then I got up, and then I started running towards a U.S. bank in downtown, and they caught up to me behind the bank in an alley, and they were punching me. They threw me against the wall. I fell down on the ground. They kicked me. I sat up, and they were punching me on the face, and my head kept bouncing back on the concrete wall. My lip, I couldn't move my mouth. It was so swollen. I couldn't see out of one eye. This one, I can barely open it. It was really swollen. Three black men. Now, I come from Honduras, so I didn't think anything racist about it. So everything was fine. But then that's when I started to learn that here in America, black people, not all of them, but a lot of black people, especially ghetto, poor black people, they push this racist narrative on the people, and that they like to play the victim card. And I just never understood it. But today we see a white couple getting beat up by a bunch of black people. And I said people because there was men and women in there. Such a shameful behavior. Now, mind you, I don't believe that blacks are any less or more than I am. See, I grew up for us to be equal. So I'm not afraid of black people like some white people are. Plus, I'm from a very small community called El Barrio. Very violent growing up, per se. And so I don't think anything about it. But the reason why I tell you my story is because here in America, for some reason, 14% of the population cause most of the crimes in a 350 million population nation. Something is wrong. Now, you may not like what I have to say. I don't care. But many of you Americans, and I'm reaching out to my patriot brothers and sisters, American citizens and residents, and any other goodwill people that are in this country. What are we doing to promote violence? I hope nothing. But what are we doing to promote peace? We excuse bad behavior, just like in Hollywood movies and TV shows. The teenagers act up, they commit crimes, and the parents look like idiots when they try to discipline them. In America, it's okay with it. They make these shows popular. Bad behavior should not be rewarded. There's a TV series that I stopped watching after this episode. It's called Lethal Weapon. Now, I watched Lethal Weapon with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. I love the movie. But this Lethal Weapon episode, the guy is minuscule. He is this tough detective, yet he is a woman at home. The woman, especially when they do black characters, they always have an attitude and they always shut the man up. And the man just, like a dog with the tail between his legs, just kind of walks away and shies away. Their daughter was caught. The mom found a fake ID, which is a felony. And her excuse was, well, I wanted to be a DJ and you wouldn't support me. Next thing you know, they're at the club where she is illegally in with a fake ID. And he's supposed to be a detective. She's supposed to be a lawyer. And they're over there supporting her, waving at her. And now the teenager is happy doing their DJ job illegally with a felony on them. Yet they don't get caught because the detective and the lawyer is protecting them. My point about that is how America is being ran. And this is why a lot of patriots that have a lot of common sense are suffering in the states. Here, especially blue states, is what I see this behavior multiply in a magnitude. I just don't understand why. But I'm going to tell you this. For a long time, I heard that Hispanics and Latinos were just thieves and thugs and criminals because of the actions of a very few. And now you see the same thing, even though they haven't really changed. They have just multiplied. And for some reason, legacy media has kept it on the wraps, has kept it quiet. And they only like to expose when a white man commits the crime. I'm sick and tired of that. I'm not a white man. I am half Native Indian. But it doesn't matter, even if I was a white man. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not what America stands for. And I hope that Donald Trump steps up to this. And I don't want to hear shit from the left. Because when you guys commit crimes, you stay quiet. But when we try to uphold the law, you riot. I don't know, guys. You let me know in the comments below, what can we do to stop this? There's got to be a way.